It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for our Your Money segment. If you're thinking about bankruptcy, there are 3 action steps you should be taking. Colin Evans with Evans Financial is here to explain. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us again.
Of course. So what are these steps?
That first one, bankruptcy can come at several times. There could be, an out of control spending habit, or, a not in control saving habit, or it could be a medical issue or something like that. There's tons of ways it can go that where somebody gets into financial straits and it doesn't seem like there's kind of hope in sight. So we put together 3 things that can really, hopefully help people stay grounded just a little bit. Well, that first one is really assessing the financial situation, and it's really coming down to it's time for you to put down and it's time to budget. It is time for us to see what do we have coming in and what do we have going out, so we can really start kind of getting this monster under wraps, and so you can get really that off your back. So you don't want to be having the creditors knocking or calling and getting those things. It's like we can put that down and get that settled. That is really a key starting point to be able to do that. And then you really have to look at rebuilding that credit. And this is a big step, and it's going to take a couple years to do it, because most likely that credit took a hit. And that's some of the things that we want to look at. It's kind of funny now. There's a meme that's floating around all over the Facebook and Instagram. It's like, wow, it's like our government's worried about a credit score, and creditors are worried about it, but yet our government's $30+ trillion in debt, but
right.
They have to worry about my credit score. It's like, hey, well, what's our country's credit score? But really rebuilding that credit, and this starts with paying those bills on time, and that's really going to be the key starting place. And then really looking into some crediting agencies where you might be able to have a line of credit of some sorts, but again, it's going to fall on paying those notes and those bills on time, so you can really start putting that structure back in place and really start getting those numbers up for when it's time for another car purchase or a home purchase, that you can start getting those better rates that you're looking for. And then that last one that's out there is really, you might be time to visit with a financial professional, or specifically a credit counseling professional, of somebody that can help really put you on the right path and help you with that budgeting. Some of those things that it might seem a little burdensome or overwhelming when you kind of are taking it in as a whole. It's one of the phrases I use quite a bit is we're eating that elephant one bite at a time. While the elephant's gigantic, we got to take little bitty tidbits. I'll say we'll leave it with a tip, and this is something my dad did for me.
Okay.
And when I was in college, and it was time for me to kind of start building that credit thing, what we went and did is we took out a $1,000 loan at the bank. Well, he took that and then we put it over into a CD at the same bank. So they had the collateral was already there. I had to pay that loan back out of my personal pocket. It kind of stunk, I was in college and partially
right.
broke at that point in my life. But at the end of a year, when we did this, not only did I have a little bit bump in my credit help, but I also had $1,000. So
okay.
It kind of helped twofold. It taught me 2 lessons. One was the saving side of things, taught me the paying the bill on that, but it also helped start establishing that credit for me as we started moving into, as we start getting later in life, as we're prepping for college graduation and career,
right.
and it's time to start buying those things. So that was a little tidbit that maybe could help somebody else.
Okay, that is a great tip. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us again.
No problem.
Yeah.
Let's send it over to Patrick.